Hey guys, today I want to briefly highlight an ingredient. That ingredient is rhodiola, and that's an ingredient that you can commonly find in a lot of dietary supplements. But it's one that a lot of times gets overlooked because it's fairly common. Other than Panax ginseng, it's probably the most common adaptogen used. But it's one of those adaptogens, one of those herbs that has fantastic effects across the board and some really unique effects that you probably haven't heard about. So first and foremost, I just said the word adaptogen. What is an adaptogen? Well, that's just a compound that helps your body adapt to the physiological effects of stress, right? Whether that be increases in cortisol levels, whether that be mental decline, whatever it is, an adaptogen is just an herb that helps your body adapt to stress. Now, those are traditionally found in traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, things like that. Rhodiola in particular grows in areas of Russia, it grows in the Arctic, it grows in Scandinavia. Anywhere it's typically a colder weather climate, that's where rhodiola grows. So it's a very hardy plant. Okay, it's kind of like almost like a little tiny bush. It's not a very big plant either. But rhodiola has some really cool benefits, and I'll kind of go through some of those right now. Some of those are more associated with the adaptogen nature of the product. For example, rhodiola is really well known for its ability to combat the effects of low intensity exercise and low activity type stressors. Okay, so daily life stressors, the effects that those have physically on fatiguing you, things like that. Rhodiola is the best adaptogen for combating daily stress and low intensity exercise as well. What it's not as great at is high intensity exercise. You'd be better off with something like ashwagandha for that. Whereas also, rhodiola has some benefits on cognition, sort of similar to some other adaptogens as well, but rhodiola again is more specific to daily stress, combating the effects of daily stress and the effect that has on cognitive decline. In fact, in preliminary studies, rhodiola has been shown to improve cognitive function significantly in those who are suffering from cognitive decline associated with that low intensity stress. Okay, so very, very clear benefit there, what it ties to. But most of us have some form of low intensity stress in our lives, so rhodiola is a fantastic addition. Now, a lot of people also don't know that rhodiola has the benefit of increasing serotonin levels in the brain. So this serves sort of a twofold benefit, right? Not only do you feel better, right? You don't feel as stressed, but it also helps reduce cravings and help prevent binge eating associated with that daily stress. So that's huge, right? That's big for weight loss. That's big for appetite control. There's a lot of benefits from that side of rhodiola. Now, one of the more interesting benefits from rhodiola that not a lot of people seem to know about is the benefits for longevity. Now, it's been known in areas where rhodiola grows for thousands of years that rhodiola, this plant, has a really incredible effect on your lifespan, right? And in studies, preliminary studies, these are not mammal studies, so don't get too excited. But in preliminary studies, they found that rhodiola can actually increase lifespan by up to 20%. Right? That's pretty awesome. That's pretty fantastic. So there's a lot of promise in this ingredient as far as increasing lifespan is concerned. And that is really unique to rhodiola. And typically any sort of increase in lifespan, when they're testing that, there might be a variable. For example, if you have a restricted calorie intake, that's been shown to increase longevity. Well, rhodiola was able to actually increase longevity independent of that, right? That was not a factor in how it increased longevity. So that's pretty remarkable as well. So rhodiola rosea overall, guys, is a fantastic adaptogen that really works great in a couple key situations. If you have sort of a stressful life on a daily basis, rhodiola might be a great fit for you. If you are active, rhodiola might be a great fit for you, and you want to prevent that sort of cognitive decline associated with that low intensity activity that you may be doing. If you are trying to lose body fat through taking some stimulants, rhodiola might be a great fit for you. Why? Because some of these adaptogens like rhodiola actually increase the overall effect of stimulants on fat loss. We're not quite sure how that mechanism works yet, but we know it helps, right? So if you see a fat burner with rhodiola in it, chances are it's going to produce a much higher effect than one without it, right? So that's pretty cool in and of itself. Also, if you're just looking for something in general to improve your sense of well-being, rhodiola is probably a good option for you. Now, adaptogens are not all created equal. in my mind, Rhodiola is definitely one of the all-stars. So check it out, guys. If you're taking a product with it currently in it, you're probably enjoying some of those benefits right now.